Holy crap, MAPPA did something absolutely unreal. Maybe surreal even with this episode of Jujutsu Kaisen? Never have I ever been so utterly disgusted by a villain that I have with Sukuna. But besides that, we also have to talk about the arrival of Toji Fushiguro, which may be leading to a one-on-one we've all been begging for with Megumi. As well, we'll address some of the really strange and quite frankly absurd and stupid reactions that the last episode got from doomers on Twitter and Reddit. So if you love Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, One Piece, Invincible, or Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man, then this channel is absolutely for you. We discuss everything and anything in the anime world, so get subscribed, drop a like, and help me attain 72k subs as we're only just 70 subscribers away. I'm pretty sure you guys can just, go ahead and click that subscribe button, right? Thank you very much. Alright, so this episode is absolutely insane. It starts with Toji ripping Playful Cloud from Maki. This is mostly insane just because Maki is one of the stronger characters in the series based on just pure strength. So to have Toji just take Playful Cloud from her, of all people, rip it from her hands, that's unreal. Turns out that Toji was, as well, supposed to disappear from Ogami's grandson after he ran out of cursed energy, but he didn't. However, because Toji can't use cursed energy because of his heavily restriction, he didn't use any cursed energy to begin with, so it's sort of like a workaround in a way. Which then leads to the ultimate badass line where Toji is called a puppet of carnage, which is a super badass name as his eyes go black, like they're darkened. Just so cool, and in an instant Toji then destroys the curse that the other three were having trouble fighting, just showing that Toji is a rank on his own. So Toji using Playful Cloud absolutely demolishes Dagon and his Shikigami, which are supposed to be even stronger and harder, but he makes quick work of them in some beautiful animation. And this scene was just so crazy as Piranha is launched at Toji, but he just blocks them all with Playful Cloud, and the Shikigami and fighting techniques that made Maki, Megumi, and Nanami nearly die is simply just brushed away by Toji's immense power. Even giant Shikigami couldn't do anything against Toji, not even a scratch. On top of that, Toji embarrasses the cursed spirit blow after blow like he's enjoying every second of this blood rage, as all they can do is look in amazement, dumbfounded. To make matters crazier, he takes Playful Cloud and he grinds the ends together to sharpen them, and so now it's even a deadlier tool. Then Toji Ora-Oras the cursed spirit into smithereens, ending its entire domain, and what's even crazier is that Playful Cloud is literally the only special grade curse tool not imbued with a curse technique, meaning that all of this is all power from Toji Fushiguro. In a really great scene, after all of this happens at a standstill in Shibuya Station with silence you could hear a pin drop in, Toji slowly makes his way to them as suddenly Megumi is transported above ground. I guess it's time for a little one-on-one with father and son. And this is when Jogo comes upon Dagon's disintegrating body as he turns his attention to Nanami and Maki as he lights the two on fire and then proceeds to burn Naobito as he becomes a living KFC platter. Real talk, shit is about to get real, everyone, so buckle up. That's a warning, not a suggestion. The fact that Jogo can burn all three of them with ease in the way he did just goes to show how powerful Jogo can be despite the way he may look and act at times. He is a character you need to be wary of, no matter what you think he seems like. After all, Geto himself said that Jogo is as powerful as 9 of Sukuna's fingers. Take that into consideration. While this is happening, the twins that Geto raised since childhood find Itadori and feed him another one of Sukuna's fingers in the hopes that it would revive him. So I guess this is what they meant when they said Pseudo Geto would regret what he did, but we'll see how that turns out. I also love how even unconscious Itadori eats the finger. That to me is just so Itadori. I don't know. It's just him. However, sadly, the twins are then burnt alive by Jogo as we get a short flashback where Pseudo Geto tells Jogo that even if he eats all of Sukuna's fingers, he won't be able to control it, especially if he eats all 10 at once. So Jogo plans to feed the rest to Itadori in the hopes that it'll wake up Sukuna, basically. But thankfully, for now, the twins didn't die. I don't know why, though, but I like the twin characters as an aside, as, while they're pretty harmless and, somewhat evil, I do feel an overwhelming sympathy towards their situation even then. I think it's mostly because the people in the village who literally caged them up out of fear didn't understand or even try to understand them, so when Geto was the only one who tried to, so yeah, like, I just feel sympathy towards them. In other words, I think it could have been anyone who saved those two, but it just so happened to be Geto, which probably corrupted them even further, turning them into what they are now, but still, it's pretty tragic. But as Jogo goes to burn them again, Sukuna awakes as all three of them realize what just happened. Sukuna is awakened. Even the twins can't even breathe, only filled with the thoughts of their survival. Sukuna, in other words, is just extremely scary, as he demands them to get on their knees, which Jogo then loses the top of his head. Groveling, the twins tell Sukuna what is basically happening, and describes to him Pseudo-Geto, which, as an aside, the music in this scene is just, wow, absolutely incredible. So they ask him to kill Pseudo-Geto and free Geto from Pseudo-Geto, his grasp. So we get a flashback where we see the twins basically showing their love for Geto as they brush his hair in a very peaceful and serene moment. I like how MAPPA does these death flag moments. So in the flashback, Geto explains to them that Gojo was just once his friend, but they haven't seen each other in a while, so this allows the two to come to the realization that Gojo may have killed Geto, and they can't forgive him for that, but at least it was Gojo who did it, Geto's only friend. So they want to make this imposter regret it, and to do so, they'll offer Sukuna another finger in exchange for him killing Pseudo-Geto. But the thing is, that doesn't exactly make Sukuna happy, as he tells them to lift their heads, and just, wow, a very hard scene to watch. Sukuna pops the head of Mimiko, which causes the other to go into a state of absolute shock. Props to the VA in this scene, because wow, this was very hard to listen to. And just as quick as she goes to get revenge against Sukuna, she is literally diced into pieces to the point where there is only a puddle of blood left. This scene was just so brutal and dark, but shows the viewer that Sukuna is purely evil and there is no reasoning with him in the slightest. And that fact is truly scary and horrifying because Sukuna has no need for anyone. He is that powerful. And I fear not even Geto himself, or Mei or Nanami, or maybe anyone can stop him. That is besides maybe Gojo. So Sukuna makes Jogo an offer. If he can land one hit on Sukuna, then he will work for him, which Jogo agrees to do. And honestly, I don't know how that's going to turn out, but Jogo seems very confident in himself. So we'll see. This episode was very, very important, as it's the first time we really get to grasp how different the villains are in JJK. Sukuna has a total disregard for everyone and doesn't care what side anyone is on, he only cares about himself. What makes this worse is that just when you think the good guys will get a win in this series, you have moments like Nanami, Maki, and Naobito who are burnt alive, and the twins are brutally killed by Sukuna without a second thought. JJK isn't a story where the good guys win at the end of the day. JJK is a story where the good guys suffer until they can maybe get a sliver of a chance to make an inch of progress. This series isn't about happy shonen fun times. It's about the villains constantly winning and the heroes facing immense adversity at every second. Also, holy crap, was people's reactions to last week's episode straight up just embarrassing. I've never in my life gotten such a negative response on one of my videos that was pretty good last week, by the way. Not my video, like my quality, I mean like the actual episode of JJK last week. There were so many people out there just hating in my comments. And suddenly this week, this episode shuts people up. I think what's happening with JJK is that there is a lot of, not normies, but people that kind of maybe don't know any better, just latching onto the series, carrying with them a shit ton of doomers, that all they do is complain and overreact and maybe don't understand the show completely or understand anime in general. Then as well, you have the MAPPA drama, which for them is just easy low-hanging fruit. I even had people tell me I should take out of my title MAPPA and replace it with animators. That's ridiculous. I mean, that's the reaction I got to last week's episode. It was completely unwarranted. Now, don't get me wrong, you can hate MAPPA for their shitty management. Keep that in mind, management, but But the fact that these people are also going out and sending death threats to the people that are just doing what management is telling them to do and supporting that is ridiculous and shouldn't be condoned. I get it. But the hate for MAPPA and what these animators are doing and what the staff is doing, it's getting to an all-time point of just, it's ridiculous. And if you are one of those people, shame on you, truly. That being said, this episode of JJK was straight fire, so if you enjoyed it or didn't, let me know in the comments below, and let me know what your reactions to everything Suka did in this episode are, and do you think Jogo killed, the Zenins and Nanami? Let me know in the comments below. As well, last week's episode reached over 12K viewers, which is just, honestly, that's incredible to me. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for your support on my JJK content. I'm trying my absolute hardest to make good content for you all. So if you're new, welcome to the channel, and please check out my content maybe on One Piece, AOT, and hey, very soon I'll be covering the newest episodes of Invincible. So if you're hyped for that, maybe subscribe and drop a like on the video. Financially support the channel by becoming a patron, where you'll gain access to my mega One Piece arc reviews and first impressions. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.